Hello, and welcome back to Mind the Gap. This morning, if you were able to heed the ship's wake-up call at 6 a.m., you were rewarded with a spectacular view of the Lemaire Channel. The Lemaire Channel is a 7-mile by 1-mile passage that separates Booth Island from the Antarctic continent. At its narrowest, the channel is a half-mile wide, with towering peaks reaching for the skies at 985 feet. It is serene and it is quiet. The only sound you hear is the ice breaking under the ship's bow as we move through this beautiful, uncivilized, and ever-changing place where the air is so clean, the water is so clear, the ice so awe-inspiring. Here, the penguins, the seals, and orcas rule, and we humans feel very small and inconsequential.
It's day 3. We're going out on the Zodiac. It's afternoon. This morning we did paddling, kayaking, but it's kind of choppy this afternoon out there, getting on the Zodiacs. So today we're going to do a landing on one of these little islands, and we're going to go exploring. But so far it's been a fun expedition. We've enjoyed ourselves, feeling like we're not ready to go home yet. It's been like that, I think, for the rest of the people on this tour. They all feel the same way. There's just a lot to do here, lots to do. So, but it's gonna be fun. They're gonna call the Scott group next, which we're waiting for, which is our group. We should be going out soon. Scott. So. Now.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to start calling the Scott group down to the gangway. So if you're on the Scott group, then you can start making your way down to the gangway now. Just to let you know that we will be loading a little bit slower, obviously because of the sporty conditions, but nevertheless, this is the call for the Scott group. Thank you.
And that's us. And so away we go.
There were days at sea when just getting off the ship was an adventure, like today. The seas were choppy as the Zodiacs lined up to take groups of passengers ashore. Our ship, the Ocean Adventurer, is called an exploration ship, and you truly feel like an explorer in this strange frozen land. Getting on and off the ship required making your way down steep metal stairs onto a platform grate.
We needed a little rock and rolly today. Alright, heading down.
Nice.
Alright, so they just take it nice and slow and listen to what they say, where they want to put you.
Yeah.
Alright?
And then stepping into the Zodiac with both the ship and the dinghy heaving in the water. You were just hoping you didn't fall into the frigid cold. It got the adrenaline rushing before you ever set foot ashore or started cruising around the icebergs.
When we first came out here, the sense of fear was real. Getting on the dinghy that's moving up and down in the water, and you're sitting on the edge of these Zodiacs with no handles, just straps on the sides sometimes, and you have to balance yourself on the edge of these dinghies. And the waves moving this dinghy up and down just creates all kinds of emotions in your head. You know, because once you fall in these waters, they're so frigid that you only have 5 minutes to survive, if that. But what happens is after a few days, you start to realize, hey, the flip side of fear is joy, fun, adventure. You get acclimated, and all of a sudden you forget about the fear and you start to enjoy it. Because the truth of the matter is somebody took that fun, adventure, and all that goodness and hid it in fear. Because they figured that you wouldn't look there at all. Thank you, sir.
Right here.
Woo! Land! Oh! Land!
On the way up, climb up on the snow there.
Believe it or not, there's chinstrap penguins nesting all the way up there. Otherwise,
I'll take one if you bring one back. I'm good. I'll leave it for someone else who needs it. You're gonna need a pole, Ethan. You're gonna need a pole. Just grab one. Don't go off the path. See the path here? You're not on the path. You are nowhere near the path. You're beyond the flag.
Careful. You got it? Yep. Ready?
That's it?
Today was my first time on the walking expedition because it was too windy and too choppy to go kayaking today. While we were out, I got to see the Gentoo penguins nesting for the first time from land. Here you see me trying to explain into the microphone the difference between the Gentoos and the chinstraps. However, it is way too windy and you cannot hear me, which is the purpose of this voiceover.
It's Antarctica, it's cold.
You can tell Gentoo penguins and chinstrap penguins apart by their features. Chinstrap penguins have a black line going underneath their chin that looks like a chinstrap, as well as black beaks.
That was a little penguin action.
Gentoo penguins, on the other hand, have orange beaks and orange feet, and the face and head is entirely black with only a small white stripe around the eyes. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to go to the summit of that giant hill, that giant icy hill. Well, we'll see how this goes. It's supposed to be very windy, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I might just turn around and go back to the boat because I went to a summit yesterday that was pretty difficult, and I don't really want to go through that again. Oh. Now you guys probably can't tell, but it is very windy. And I am both hot and cold at the same time, and I do not understand. Hey! Not a very, I don't know, easy place. Because you gotta worry about so much stuff, like, you know, not falling in and getting trapped in the snow. Because the snow is like 12 feet deep.
How you doing?
And yesterday someone got caught up to their waist and they had to dig them out. They lost a boot. So, you know, usually I have 2 poles. And now I have 1. Oh, God. Because I'm trying to film. And that makes this very difficult. Some penguins. Some penguinos. No. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Look at those penguinos. Those are God, I'm terrible with remembering names. Okay, it's already getting crazy windy. I didn't get to the top yet. And I don't even know if you can hear me. But, yeah, I'm gonna head back down. Because I'm not feeling this. It's so cold, but it's also weird. It's so breathing. Where's the ship? The other day, just so. You'll get the idea of what it looks like today.
Make sure you get that thing.
Part of the ritual of leaving and returning to the ship each day is scrubbing your boots in a disinfectant bath so that you take no germs from the ship into the Arctic wilderness and bring nothing from the wilderness back onto the ship, especially all the penguin poo. In fact, the only thing that comes back to the ship from this frozen paradise are hunks of brash ice or chunks of an iceberg that get used in drinks at the bar later at night, which is kind of fun. That's how clean the water is here. On this night, after we returned to the ship, we were greeted by a pod of orcas, playing alongside the ship and diving under it. after the whale watching, the twilight comes, with the sun revealing its colors on the frigid Antarctic waters as it drops onto the horizon, evening fading into night. But the sun is still with us in the gloaming, ever present, as if eavesdropping on our adventures like a curious storyteller, ready to share them with generations of explorers to come.